Hello.
What's up?
Happy Friday.
Happy indeed.
Happy Friday.
Yeah, I'm ready.
How's your world? You getting ready? You ready for the Friday?
I am ready. Boy, I tell you what, the Cap Rod House, we got a full weekend.
Really?
We're ready to go on one spot to the next.
So you
yeah.
sure
Okay.
you're ready? You sure you want to stay at work for a little while?
You know, it's kind of some of the holiday fun. So
Oh, there you go. There you
look
go.
forward to it.
Getting into the spirit.
Trying to. So welcome to it, everybody. WAFB Plus 9:15 with 9 News Now every Monday through Friday. And it is a Friday. We started off with the cooler temperatures, but man, it's just calm out there. The sun has come up.
I
It is just so.
know.
Look, take the moment, like you said, some of the holiday fun getting going. Enjoy the moment.
Yeah, and obviously be more appreciative given what happened this week,
Absolutely.
right,
Oh,
around
gosh.
parts of the state.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, real quick, we know of 10 confirmed tornadoes around the state so far, and we know of 3 fatalities, 30
Yeah.
injuries, so certainly a very impactful day around the state. Quiet this morning, though, as you guys said. Pretty outside, just still pretty chilly outside as well. That's our Sky 9 camera report. Allen brought to you by Our Lady of the Lake, but crystal clear blue skies to start it out on this Friday morning. We started at 38 in Baton Rouge. Many spots near and north of the interstates got down to 30s. We have rebounded to 49, and notice south of I-10, we're back into the low to mid 50s. So seeing a nice steady climb in those temperatures after a cold start this morning. And by lunchtime, I think it'll actually be fairly comfortable as we get up around 60 degrees, highs in the mid 60s. And for once, that's actually pretty close to normal. In fact, right around normal for mid-December. Sunshine through the day. By late this afternoon, this evening, we'll start to see some clouds moving in. But anything you got planned today, tonight, should be fine weather-wise. Let me show you when we might get a few showers moving in. We're jumping ahead a little bit to this evening, 7 o'clock on our future cast. You can see the clouds arriving. And then overnight, the clouds will start to thicken up. At midnight, hints of a few sprinkles may be showing up, especially along the coast. And then as we get into Saturday morning, some showers starting to show up. The graph model, which for a couple of days had been a little bit wetter than most of our guidance, bringing more rain inland, now coming more in line with what most of our models are showing. And that would be not a whole lot of rain and maybe better chances south of I-10. So that's 9 o'clock in the morning. Showers continue to the northeast through lunchtime. Again, more so south of I-10, although don't be surprised, see a little more rain inland. But even if you're not in some of these light showers, a good deal of cloud cover much of the day. But by late afternoon, the evening skies clear out, and that will set the stage for a cold start Sunday morning, what could be a light freeze near and north of the interstates. We then give you a first alert to good rain chances moving on in Monday into Tuesday. Here's why. There's going to be low pressure developing along the coast of Texas on Monday. That's Monday morning. And as it kind of lifts up to the east-northeast, rains overspread our area Monday afternoon and evening. Some of that continues Monday night. Tuesday morning, the European model showing the bulk of the heavier stuff to our east, maybe a few showers lingering, and not too long after that, we should start to dry out as that area low pressure pulls well to our east. But it does look like a pretty good soaking on the way. Weather Prediction Center showing right now anywhere from 1 to maybe up to 2 inches of rainfall on average. Now, a tiny bit could come down in some areas tomorrow, but the majority of what is shown here is in the Monday, Tuesday time frame. A decent soaking, but no severe weather expected. That is the good news. Now, what about Christmas? Looking ahead. So what I've plotted here is kind of some of our ensemble computer model guidance. Christmas Eve shown initially. So we've got in blue the GFS ensembles, and green the European ensembles, and then sure the pink, the magenta shade, that's the national blend of models. A good consensus, it's going to be cold, right? So we've got lows in the 20s Christmas Eve morning, highs ranging anywhere from the upper 30s to 40s, depending on what model cluster you want to believe. And then as we get you into Christmas Day, you've got lows showing up anywhere from the upper 20s to low to mid 30s, highs in the 40s. So right now, high confidence. It's going to be cold for your Christmas weekend. It's really just a matter of sorting out how cold between now and then. So we'll keep an eye on that in the days ahead. But maybe this weekend, and in addition to probably everything else you have going on, I know it's busy, holiday shopping, getting ready for everything else, but maybe think about having your home ready in case we start to get some hard freeze warnings next week. That's certainly possible. All right, today dry, a few showers tomorrow, light stuff mostly south of I-10, light freeze possible Sunday morning. We get the rain Monday, Tuesday, and beyond that, we're going to be talking about that big chill moving on in. It looks like late this week, late next week, I should say, on into your Christmas weekend. We're talking about highs in the 40s, lows down into the 20s. Now, right now, we've got it dry as well. We'll keep an eye on that. But look, right now, looks like it largely should be staying dry.
Where's the snow? What? I can't say that. Is that a bad word?
Jay Grimes says he has it all for you.
Is that what? Oh, I see what you did.
No, look, so let's talk quickly about that.
That's all right.
You know, on social media at times over the last several days, you might have seen some mentions of that. That's because occasionally there's been a single computer model run that might show something somewhere. But ultimately right now, there's not a whole lot that points towards much of a snow threat, much of a wintry weather threat. We'll keep an eye on it, but you know, still a week plus out. The main headline is just going to be really cold.
Oof. Well, we're going to worry about that towards the end of next week, but after this week, we're going to enjoy the 64 today.
Absolutely.
Steve, thank you.
Good, thanks, man. All right, folks, I want to get to some other headlines for you this morning. And actually, as you're joining us here on WAFB Plus, some breaking news, literally just into our newsroom about 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
We've been following this story. Michelle Hale, right? We expected closing arguments were going on. We expected a decision from a judge. That decision has come down now, in fact.
I believe that our Dion Guillory has been sitting in the courtroom. It turns out that Michelle Hale here found guilty of second-degree murder, and she already has a sentencing hearing for 11 a.m. Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly right.
Wow.
So this is gonna go pretty quick. If you want to read up a little bit more, obviously we've been talking about this for a while, covering it for a bit. If you want to read up a little bit more about all the accusations and now where we are with this, you can actually find the story WAFB.com and the 9 News app. But that literally just into the newsroom now about 3 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Guilty, second degree.
We'll have more on that at noon as well.
We will. So that's going on, right?
Yeah.
This was the breaking news earlier this morning. A deadly shooting in Baton Rouge.
So we had heard some rumblings about some kind of traffic incident happening along I-110 South near Harding Boulevard. At that time, right around 3:30, we had heard something was happening. We had heard some of the exits and roadways were blocked there. And then we found out from the Baton Rouge Police Department that they were working a shooting investigation. But in this case, they got to the scene there. Again, that's I-110 South along Harding Boulevard. They found a person already dead with a gunshot wound inside of a vehicle.
Inside a car, yeah. And it was right around the 5 o'clock time frame that you and I were on the set as well. We were looking at one of those traffic cameras, and we could see detectives with flashlights going up and down kind of the road there looking for, exactly right. And so you kind of get an idea, but this is before it was confirmed officially as a shooting. We're like, oh, this is going to turn into something more, and it did. I'm sure many of you know that particular area that Liz is talking about. If you go to the airport, you certainly do. If you if you go to Southern University, you do. It's that little loop around from Harding, that loop back onto 110 South. They shut that down for a little time frame, but everything's back open now. Something else that's open, obviously, is the investigation. That just gets going. If you know anything, you know the number to dial is Crime Stoppers.
We'll keep tabs on this one.
Always.
Yeah.
Okay, so all that's going on. There's always that negativity in the world that we kind of got to talk about it. We got to let you know what's going on in your little part of the world. But tell you what, let's start flipping the switch here. Let's talk a little bit about some of the good that's going on in our part of the world, because there's plenty of that. We're getting towards Christmas.
Let's talk about the Dream Center and
So
their
good.
Christmas Carnival. So Callie was live out there along Winborn today at the Dream Center, talking about a really unique opportunity to bring children Christmas a little bit early in our part of the world.
Today, in fact.
Yeah, tonight actually. So she actually kind of gave you a preview. There's some pictures here.
Yeah.
Look at all this.
All this, man,
Gifts.
it just gets more and more the more you scroll.
Look at that.
I know, it's just gorgeous.
Inflatable movies. They're going to have bouncy houses.
Yeah.
They're going to have rides. They're going to have food. They're going to have all types of things there for kids and families to enjoy tonight.
You mentioned all this stuff.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Okay. All right.
Scroll back up. Let's scroll.
Oh, take us there.
Hold on, just wait a minute.
Look at that.
This is all the stuff. Free food, I understand.
Yes.
Gifts for children, carousel, flying swing. I think I got what that is. Wrecking ball ride. That's awesome. What the heck is a bungee trampoline? That sounds like I mean, my parents wouldn't what's a bungee trampoline?
Have you ever been to a mall, a big mall, where they have it's something that they have like inside of the courtyard area?
Yeah.
You are literally bungeeing and jumping off a trampoline to give you height, but the bungee keeps you from flying out the roof. Or into
flying
the
out the
sky,
roof.
or to launch into the sky.
Oh,
while airplanes
we're
are
sending a
flying.
camera to this sucker.
You got to see it.
A bungee,
It's pretty cool.
A bungee trampoline. So there you go. But it's a carnival.
Yes.
So like they were talking about earlier this morning. I mean, it's outside and it'll be chilly, but it's wintertime. Get that chill going.
Feels like
get
Christmas.
Out. Exactly right. What a
Yeah.
great opportunity.
And it's free.
Free.
It's a family-friendly event that you can head out to tonight.
We actually, that was one conversation we had this morning.
Yeah.
Had another great conversation with the Nubian Cruisers.
Yes.
They've been doing this for a while. Their ride, their drive, their Christmas toy drive, back at it. It's going on right now. They could use a little help.
Yeah, they could. So the last 2 years, they've taken a hiatus
Right.
because of COVID. Now they're back. And the Nubian Cruisers United, they're going to be blazing out on their bikes, passing out toys
Yes,
for
they do.
children.
Yes, they do.
That's going to happen Sunday. And they say that they're actually extending their deadline and accepting toys.
They are.
They are taking them at their headquarter
Clubhouse,
locations on
yeah.
Seneca, but they're also willing to pick them up. They have a phone number for you listed in the
Right here.
story for you to call and say, look, I got some goodies for kids. If you have anything that you think would be good, usable, new for anyone
Yeah, new.
0 to 16,
New, unwrapped.
they really want you to donate these toys so they can pass them out and bring joy to children.
Again, as Liz mentioned, everything you need to know right here in the
Yeah.
story. What you'll see in the story, though, is it says the drive ends today. It does not end today. They extended that until Sunday. And they're going to run this thing until the last minute to get everything they can. And then, as mentioned, Liz mentioned it, they're going to take off, get into a couple different neighborhoods, drop off all the toys, play Santa, play Mrs. Claus, play the elves. One of those great groups, back at it again. The Nubian Cruisers getting out there on the bikes, and that's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
that's
is.
a lot of rumbling, the good kind.
Yeah.
Going into the neighborhoods right behind. It's kind of like Santa's sleigh up front.
Hey, now.
And then the reindeer behind.
Yeah.
It's the big truck up front with all the toys and the reindeer on the bikes behind. It just kind of reversed it a little bit. It is delivering smiles to neighborhoods in Baton Rouge.
But they need you to help
do.
them do that. So help them out, donate some toys.
Yep.
All the details are in this story.
So all that's going on, right?
Yes.
Look, if you're looking for something to do over the next few days, holiday-wise,
yeah.
we got you covered. A holiday event guide from, actually yesterday, all the way through the 20th.
How about Kirsten Wilbur putting together a guide, a helpful guide to help you kind of navigate those plans? So from ice skating over at the Raising Cane's River Center,
downtown.
the Nutcracker, Tale from the Bayou, also happening.
yeah.
You've got the Holiday Lights, a snow and glow event over at Baton Rouge General. That's just 3 of the many things happening in our part of the world.
Yeah.
If you want to kind of map it out, she's got it all covered for you.
Yeah.
Everything you need to
Everything
know.
you need. Speaking of skating, there's a lot of people here at the station that went to the ice hockey game last night.
Okay.
That was kind of.
What'd they say?
They said yes, please.
All right.
I mean, apparently everybody was getting into it. We were talking about skating on the river, and they were skating last
Yeah.
night. And it was a high-scoring game, like 10-5.
Come on.
There was some fisticuffs, got going on. A crowd cheering, going crazy. I don't know, man. There's one more of these trial games left. If it's like this again, we could see a minor league team.
Hockey could be coming back to the capital city.
I don't know.
All right.
It got good reviews by everybody who saw it.
Okay.
Here. Yeah, there you go. So there you go. But yeah, you don't have to put on the pads and grab the stick and get punched in the face when you go skating on the river today.
If you want to, you could, but that's a personal choice.
If that happens, send the video, please.
Yeah.
Send the video. And we'll run it right here, of course, on WAFB Plus. But congratulations are in order as well to some incredible graduates over at LSU. I mean, like 1,800 or so graduates today.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Today's a big day for many of you. So LSU's
Yes.
campus noticeably going to be busy as there are multiple. I just love that. Finally.
Yeah, exactly right.
There are
Exactly.
multiple ceremonies going on
Oy
in all the
vey.
different colleges, and we've listed all the times for you and a link to their website in case you want to live stream it. Maybe you can't make it out, or maybe you live out of state and you'd like to see your loved one graduate and get their diploma. You got to celebrate them in any way possible.
Manship School of Mass Communication.
How about it? We've got 2 graduates, part of the WAP family.
yeah.
We've got Bryce Johnson.
Johnson,
He's morning associate producer, and we've also got a photographer, Donald Fountain.
Yep.
You may see him in and about in community events around the community and in and around our viewing area. He is also graduating today.
All those future grads out there, come on over, knock on the door. We'll see.
Yeah.
Never know. Plenty of stuff to do around here. So, including, I mean, we're just so many darn places these days, from the big show to the broadcast to the social and digital to the plus to the what else? I don't even know where. Any given day, I don't even know where we're going to be.
We're everywhere.
Okay, that's probably the good answer. Yeah, just everywhere.
That was a little creepy, Liz.
I know. That's the intent.
And we were standing
we
right
are
next to it.
everywhere. We got eyes
What are you doing
everywhere.
in my house?
Why are you here?
Hey, Steve,
the call
what's
is
up?
coming from
Yeah.
inside the house.
I hear voices.
So yeah, here we go. It is
Yeah.
that holiday time for us. We're going to start with some of our fun videos this morning.
How about we start in Minnesota? This is a really heartwarming story, and this is something that you can easily do at home too. So we're introducing you to this special
yeah, we
woman.
are.
Yes. So this woman, she has a pup of her own. She loves going to her local dog park there. This is a community right outside of Lansing. Also, she's raised many dogs over her lifetime, right? Well, she has collected a bunch of stuff, right? Different collars, bowls, clothing.
What's it all for?
So she's taking all the stuff that doesn't fit her current dog, and she's putting it out at the dog park for other dogs who might not be as fortunate.
Stop.
It's kind of like a closet for people who might not
pup
have.
closet.
Yeah.
How many dogs says she had? That was a lot of stuff.
That is
A
you're
lot
right, that
of
is a lot of
stuff.
dogs. That
She
is a-
also fosters, I read,
There you
and
go.
she also has taken
Yeah.
in pets from time to time. So she's accumulated quite the mass here, and that's why she has such a collection. But she said this is her way of paying it forward, because there are so many dogs in that community and really nationwide. How often do we talk about shelter pets needing to be adopted because
Yeah.
very
they
true.
just have run out of room?
Miss Trudy, man. Apparently, she's she's raised,
know.
like you mentioned, several dogs over the years, and just all that stuff left over. And there you go, hooking it up on the fence
Look
for
at
other
that.
dog owners to use as they come. Man, that's awesome.
Collars, you name it.
that's amazing.
Yeah. Oh,
That's really
of all
kind.
different sizes.
Do y'all dress the pups up? Y'all got the dogs. I got a dog. Y'all dress the doggies up? You got-
It's hard to find something in his size.
My wife used to do a little more of that. We got some funny pictures back in the day.
Back in the
Yeah.
day?
It's been a few years.
Well, now you got kids to dress up.
Kids and dogs, yeah. But every time you guys have done it, it's been so cute, especially at the Crew of Mutts Parade.
Yeah.
I feel like they're so cute, and they stay in the wagon. They're so good and well behaved.
Yeah, we got to get back out there.
The
It's
dogs
been
or
a
the
couple
kids?
years.
Well,
That's easily the dogs. You have a harder question for me?
maybe next year we'll see.
Define quantum
who's
physics.
better.
No,
Yeah,
sorry.
who's better.
No, trust me, that's the same way. It's amazing how obedient the dogs are, and the kids are like, nope.
Right. Our time to run wild.
But dog lovers, dog owners,
Yes.
how's Bo?
Bo is good. In fact, you want to see him
Yes,
and his friends?
please.
They're getting ready for Santa to come to town.
Okay.
Look
Cracks
at
me
him.
up.
I know. He always just looks so sad. Like, why?
What
I
is
just don't
going
understand
on?
why.
And you keep doing it to
I
her.
know. Well,
Oh.
clearly the
Look,
other
this
fella
one.
in the back.
This bitch.
Listen, it's like Jekyll and Hyde here. Really? You got one happy, one sad.
Have we checked in on the golden in the back to making sure?
Rumor has it he's just sitting and stewing in his dark little corner.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the other one's getting ready, helping
Yeah,
Mom put out the
apparently.
cookies and treats for the reindeers. So this is Dogtopia of Baton Rouge. Bo goes to daycare there, and they have a photo day every month according to the theme of the holiday, which lately there have been so many. Halloween, Thanksgiving,
that's right, yeah.
Christmas. And so, I kudos to them for dressing up these pups and making them sit. It's a lot of patience. They say it takes a really long time to make sure that they can get through all of these.
some-
My wife got a legendary picture years ago. It was our two dogs. It was Greg Merriweather's dog. It was Lauren Westbrook's
Oh!
dog. And
I think I remember this one.
Yes.
I think I've seen this a few
Epic.
times.
But she's got all of them to sit on
Yeah.
the swing
Yeah.
and like pose almost perfectly for the picture.
That's framed somewhere. This sounds it
Yeah.
jogs a very
I
specific
I
memory.
guarantee even I've
It-
seen that one. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
Christy.
but Lauren used to have a copy of that sitting around
Yeah.
here.
That's
But,
probably where I saw it. Yeah, at the desk nearby.
Some
This is
people
such
just
good
have the
moments.
touch. They're the dog whisperers, and they know how to make them sit pretty and look good, all face the camera.
Take some patience, no
Yes,
doubt about it.
a whole lot of patience.
All right, so
Oh.
we have kind of a famous tiger here in Baton Rouge, right?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
I don't know if he got the chance,
Okay.
if we would do what we're going to show you here, take you up to Minnesota where it's a little bit colder.
Well,
We got a little more snow.
Okay.
tight?
And so check out this
Is this
tiger.
just a tiger roaming around Minnesota?
Checking out the snowman here.
Look at him. Look at.
Uh-oh. This might be the end for the snowman.
Oh.
So this was at the Minnesota Zoo.
Oh, okay.
The zoo said the snowman was put in the tiger's habitat as part of an enrichment program to encourage exploration and the expression of natural
And
behaviors.
decapitation.
Oh.
Is this like an anger management
I was going to
class?
say,
Yeah.
yeah. That's exactly
It's
what it
like,
sounds
how
like.
long can we have it in there before you destroy it?
Before you
Yes.
decapitate the
You
snow
probably
bunny?
timed it too. It'd be a good bet to take.
Is there a treat
Look
or
at
something
him.
in there, or is it just a giant, just a snowman? Is
That's a good
That's
question.
a pretty sturdy snowman.
It
That's
is.
holding
I
up
know,
like
yeah.
that right now.
Think of how much weight is just sitting on that right now.
Yeah, somewhere there's an engineer going, yep, that's my kind of snowman.
Right.
Built that well.
So Matt, with all this snow talk, somebody brought up, but A couple of these snow events we've had, through the years, we've had Mike the Tiger, some
Gorgeous
really cool
shots.
shots. And
It has been, and of course, look, LSU will get out there, and they've got, obviously, they know exactly when Mike is out there better than we do, and they can almost set him up. The vets will get out there, and they'll
Yeah.
let Mike do his thing. But I know you've seen the photos and the videos. I mean, majestic Mike.
Yeah.
I mean, that gorgeous, just orange, sitting on a blanket of white, staring right at you. The video is brilliant. The pictures are gorgeous. I guess it just, maybe it means a little bit more because we're not used to seeing it.
Yeah.
I mean, you see
Yeah.
something
It's more
like
special.
Mike. Oh, it's just so yeah. I mean, those that's always kind of fun. And then obviously the public can get down there and snap those photos. It's kind of
Yeah.
fun. But yeah, that's gorgeous. You're right.
Maybe Mike will see some snow this season. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. Maybe.
You said it.
This
Maybe.
Christmas, I heard about it. I heard
Christmas.
All right, now it's going on the
Putting a lot of pressure.
Now it's going to be on the TikToks.
Oh, putting a lot of pressure on the weather
Anybody
team.
recording?
Look,
Anybody
we just
recording?
got through this week.
Yeah, you know
what?
what? That's exactly
Yeah.
right.
Last thing we need is snow.
Yeah, exactly
Yeah.
right. We'll take the cool, we'll take the winter feel as we
Yes.
get towards Christmas. Calm would be the name of the game, and that doesn't look too bad. Some showers potentially beginning week.
Yeah, it's going to be the winter feel this weekend. It's going to be chilly, few light showers tomorrow, good rain chances Monday, Tuesday, and then, as we've kind of talked about quite a bit, the big chill for Christmas.